Tiger Beach trip that I'm doing is not until February, so that gives me like about 7 months. I will be diving with Epic Diving at Tiger Beach.
Things that I'm planning on doing for this dive and why I'm preparing so far out for this.
It's probably the #1 place in the world to dive and interact with tiger sharks. Tiger sharks are, I guess, the #2 predator behind white sharks.
Seven months of preparation with dive gear and cameras, and it all comes down to this one moment: packing. It actually took me about 3 attempts to finally get everything to fit. Packing clothes was almost an afterthought, considering that the clothes that I was bringing were going to get packed away amongst dive gear and camera gear. Packing cubes worked very well for this. It's a lot of stuff, I know. I'd be bringing a lot of camera gear this time, and normally it's not like that, and it's not that involved, but this was Tiger Beach, and I was determined to be a one-man documentary crew. In previous videos, I've spoken about why Tiger Beach is such a big deal for me. In short, it's a bucket list level event, a chance to meet not just tiger sharks, but hammerheads and bull sharks and many other shark species, all in one place. If you watch Shark Week as much as I do, Tiger Beach was a must-do shark experience, and I must do. The only thing that nearly held me back was, other than obligations throughout the year, the time off needed. Tiger Beach is best experienced early in the year, and it was hard for me to take that time off so early in the year. This year, stars aligned, and I was determined to go. Here's the thing. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy the journey, the space between point A and point B. Some people hate it. They just want to get there. They just want to get where they're going to. But not me. I enjoy packing. I love planning travel. I suppose I could have been a travel agent in another life. For me, the journey is part of the adventure. Meeting people along the way, and the bustle of the airport, that window seat, I will always book that window seat. All of it is part of the adventure, and I enjoy it. What can I say? And I also like making videos, so here we are. The travel plan was this. I would fly from JFK down to Miami the day before, stay over in Miami, and then the next morning fly out to the Bahamas, where I'd go and meet up with the boat and start my tiger shark trip. So that was the plan, and it worked out well. For my overnight stay in Miami, I just needed a hotel that had an airport shuttle, but this was not a very good choice.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement
Thank you very
in the
much.
chase.
And here we go into the corral. Yeah. I don't think it's even 7 o'clock in the morning and this place is packed. Here's what I love about airports and traveling and flying on planes. Sure, it's kind of exciting and stuff, but what I really enjoy about the airports are the people. Everyone is going somewhere. At this very moment, everyone has a story, has an adventure, something that they are moving towards or returning from, big or small, happy or sad, epic or even mundane.
Thank you. Where are we going?
Everybody
That
is on an adventure.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be free, meant to be free.
Thank you.
At this time, due to the rough air, the captain has requested that everyone, including the flight attendants, remain seated with their seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight. If you have any service items, we ask that you kindly place them under the seat in front of you or in the seat pocket.
Here's a fun fact about the flight from Miami to Grand Bahama Island. It's not that long. It's only about 20 minutes or so. In fact, this whole video is longer than the actual flight. And then the clouds parted, and finally, there she was, Grand Bahama Island. Love this view, never gets old. I always try and see if I can't spot a shark or two in the ocean, even though I'm pretty high up, but I love window seats. We landed in Freeport on Grand Bahama Island. Only a few weeks after I had visited Grand Bahama Island in August of 2019, this area was devastated by Hurricane Dorian. Much of the area, including the airport, is still rebuilding. But still, from the airport, it was another 45-minute drive north towards West End. We stopped at a small supermarket before heading out, just to pick up some supplies. There wasn't going to be much between here and West End.
You'll leave right out there and go shark diving.
Yeah.
Go right out of there, come out of the marina, and go look for your sharks.
I'm sure I'll find them.
Huh? So, they know what to do. Okay, I'll take this little one for you.
Oh, thank you. But finally, after a long day that started at 5 a.m., we had arrived at Blue Marline Cove, home base for the next 3 days, and home base for epic diving. Finally made it. This is an interesting place. It's not really a hotel room more than it is kind of like an apartment. So I'll give you a tour in a little bit. Okay, so here I am. Here's the apartment. Let me show you around a little bit. Full-on kitchen with a refrigerator and stove. I brought some snacks. Getting picked up from the airport, we stopped at a local supermarket, and I was able to kind of just pick up a couple of things just to have around and available and stuff. Oven, all the amenities like that. And here we have a bedroom, 2 beds, closet, and a bathroom. And in here, of course, you have a dining room area and a living room area. There's another bathroom, half bath, if you will. And then here's another bedroom, bathroom. And then out here you have a balcony. Not much to look at on the balcony. It's a balcony. So that's pretty cool. One other thing you have here is you have your own laundry room. Right now they got the towels going. So that's going to be kind of handy as well. Of course, outside, already kind of seen the pool. Tiger Beach is out there somewhere. We'll get to that later. Welcome to Tiger Beach. But there was a problem. What should have been crystal clear Caribbean water was milky. A storm had rolled through a few days ago, and while on the surface the weather looked good, below the waves, visibility was poor. So we waited, hoping that conditions would improve. You don't want to go diving with sharks in a low visibility situation. That would have been too dangerous. But ultimately a decision was made. Today's dives would be canceled.
Free as a bird in the sky, that is what you are. Breathe and you know you're alive. Feel the beat of your heart. Well, life is a crazy way of turning everything upside down. So move with the time that you have. The world will keep spinning round.
As much as I'd like to think they're my pets, they're not. I don't think they give a shit about me. It breaks my heart, but it is what it is. You just have to remember the idea that this is a wild encounter and you just have to have your wits about you. People tend to be nervous when they jump in, but within 10 minutes of the dive, then you get to see how free the sharks are, how slow they move. They're not really sneaky or fidgety. Everything really is calm, and all that kind of fear and anxiety melts away. And we have sort of the opposite problem where people get complacent about it. Take it for granted. You've seen all the social media pictures, Tiger Beach is going on for a long time, and you have the idea that this is, a controlled, safe environment or aquarium. It's not. These are still wild animals, and we have to have that perspective and understand that we need to be responsible for our own safety. We need to not put ourselves in a dangerous situation, and that just means staying put, staying calm, and keeping your head on a swivel so you're looking around at all times.
Vin would go on to give us more of a dive briefing and how to interact with the sharks and what to do and things to look out for, just to keep us all safe and for us to have the best experience we could have. Then he would also show us kind of what not to do with the poles. Not that I would go and poke a shark or anything like that. The water visibility had improved significantly from the day before, and the call was made. Dives were on. So we got our scuba gear ready, and finally, we were able to get in the water and meet some tiger sharks.
Keep on chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
And just like that, I was diving at Tiger Beach. I descended quickly to 40 feet and was met by 2 Caribbean reef sharks, who seemingly escorted me to my dive spot with my fellow divers. This was it. This was Tiger Beach, a place I had seen in videos and documentaries on Shark Week, and here I was. It was beautiful. It was everything I imagined. There was a brief and unexpected appearance of a great hammerhead. Felt like a sign of good luck. It was the only hammerhead we'd see on the trip, and as quickly as he appeared, he was gone. But it was an honor to meet such a magnificent shark. Lemon sharks were abundant here also, and I have to say, seeing them close up and in person, they're beautiful sharks. Very chill, happy to kind of find a spot in the sand and just hang out with us divers. It's hard to pinpoint when the first tiger sharks showed up. I'm not really sure, but suddenly there were tiger sharks around, and they were beautiful to see in person. After an hour or so, air was running low and it was time to cautiously head back to the surface. As we made our way over a rocky outcrop, we suddenly came across another tiger shark. Unsure how she would react, we gave her plenty of room. It was the perfect end to our first day diving with tiger sharks. That night, myself and the fellow divers all got together to celebrate our first day of successful dives. And we had a good time. And I'm happy to report that all the camera gear was working perfectly. With our first day of dives with tiger sharks in the books, I slept well. And if we didn't have any other dives for the entire trip, it still would have been worth it. We saw 4 or 5 giant tiger sharks. But as it would turn out, that day was only just an appetizer. Weather was improving, water clarity continued to improve, and on the final day of our dives, well, if yesterday was just an appetizer, today was going to be the main course. Here's something I didn't see until I was reviewing footage after the fact. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a shark approach. This was not a Caribbean reef shark. This was a bull shark, and it was headed pretty much straight for me. Only when the tiger shark came by did the bull shark give way and veer off, but I wonder what would have happened if the tiger shark had not swum by. Bull sharks are known to be unpredictable. But hey, I finally got to dive for the bull shark. On this one dive alone, we had 11 tiger sharks. They were a lot more active, and they were being a lot more aggressive towards the small metal bait box. At times it seemed like a conveyor belt of sharks just coming through, lining up, coming in one after the other, sometimes two at a time, sneaking up over the rocks or coming in and circling back around quickly. Everywhere you looked, there were tiger sharks. Absolutely amazing experience. Incredible to be with these animals. These tiger sharks were big, massive, beautiful looking animals. It was an experience I'll never forget. there's something indescribable about diving with sharks. It's not an adrenaline rush. It's very calming, and I'm very comfortable around sharks, and I always have been. Comfortable, but not complacent. They are wild animals, and there is always risk. But scuba diving is somewhat of an elite club, I suppose. Not everyone can do it, not everyone is certified, and even those that are certified still won't dive with sharks. I know plenty of scuba divers who won't dive with sharks the way I do. So, it's an even more elite group of shark divers. And those that dive with sharks, they know it's indescribable. But we can kind of give each other a little bit of a knowing wink and a nod, because we know what it's like down there, and it is absolutely incredible. But look, being down there with sharks, it's not Hollywood. It's not Shark Week. It's not like what you see on documentaries or on TV or in the movies or anything like that. They're not mindless eating machines, and people are really not on the menu. And I hope that some of you out there that maybe will see this or watch this video will maybe take that away a little bit. Just take away the idea that sharks are these monsters. They are absolutely magnificent creatures. And just to see them in their natural environment is just awe-inspiring. So I hope when you watch these videos that you realize that there is so much more to sharks. Most of the tiger sharks here are females, most likely pregnant and looking for food in the warm waters of Tiger Beach. Tiger sharks, on average, are 10 to 15 feet in length and anywhere between 850 to 1,400 pounds. They can reach up to 18 feet in length, however, and close to 2,000 pounds. These sharks are on par with any great white. But this time, there would be no cage or a chain suit to protect me, just a small PVC pole, which I had to use from time to time. So that's it. That was my trip to Tiger Beach. But more than just traveling to the Bahamas for some diving, it was a journey of the soul. It was to put another notch on my bucket list. I got to visit with bull sharks, lemon sharks, even a great hammerhead. I got to come face to face and stare down massive tiger sharks. Just like you see in Shark Week, I was there at Tiger Beach. And for a few days at least, I got to be among all of that, and it is so satisfying. Who knows where I'll end up next? I think my next trip is in August. I'll be in Mexico with whale sharks. But for now, this has been a good trip. And like any good trip, the best part is always coming home.